Hey guys, Crush here. Uh, Sorry if I'm moving a lot in this video. Uh, I'll explain it in a minute. So, you might be wondering where I am right now, and why I look so miserable. I'll kind of slow down so you can see me a little bit better. I'm in my basement. I've been all over the place today. I've been, I don't know, a pretty long distance. I have to check. I'll try to check in tomorrow with it, but I don't know if you guys know this, but Markiplier recently released a video about him trying to do 100,000 steps. And honestly, I was like, hey, I can try this. So today, on Easter, I decided I would try to take 100,000 steps. Now, everything he says is absolutely true. You, and I'm not just as mentally prepared as Markiplier is. I, oh my goodness, it, it's torture. Okay, I mean, I don't know how I put up with it, but in the span of 9 hours straight, I kid you not, I have just now, like prior to making this video, passed the halfway mark, and it's 8 o'clock p.m. I woke up at 8 a.m. Um, and it's just been nonstop. And honestly, it, it, it's just intense. I do not recommend, if you're not mentally and physically prepared for this, don't do it. I repeat, do not do this. I'm taking a little break. Sorry. But anyway, I'm sorry I couldn't get a few little montages of me walking around. Um, I'm just not as amazing as Markiplier. I don't know. Yeah, I just not ready to do that quite yet, and I didn't get any recording. Anyway, so right now I'm around 56,000 steps in, and it it's changed me. It's okay. Let me describe what I'm going through right now. At 20,000 steps, you feel in the soles of your feet and a little bit in your heels a growing pain. Now, the more and more you go, the more intense this gets. 50,000, you feel it crawl up to your ankle. Or, no, not 50,000, 40,000. And then 50,000, and even a little bit before, you feel it in your calves, and you slowly feel it crawling up the back of your leg. So, yeah, it's not fun. If you're not mentally, physically prepared, don't do it. Just don't. I've been walking around for 9 hours straight, and probably more because I put down my phone, which is what I've been using my pedometer on. I think that's what it's called, to measure my steps. And I've probably missed a few thousand. And honestly, I feel like once I stop, I'm going to be hopefully at 70,000. And I'm going to take a screenshot of a number before Epic Gamers. You probably know what number that is. But I'm scared because, as you know, if you watch that video, he's unable to move his legs. And I'm hoping, well, temporarily, not permanently, but temporarily, at least that's what I got from it, unable to move his legs. And part of me wants that to happen for some reason because I'm weird. The other part of me is just like, no. So I took mini breaks, like 5 seconds. If you're doing this, by any means, do not take a break. Do not. Because when you get back up, you feel that pain times 7 from before. It is not, for someone like me, I'm not humanly capable of doing 100,000 steps in a day unless I wake up at like 5 in the morning and go non-stop. But if you think you're ready for this, go on ahead. Honestly, all I recommend is do little. You can do treadmill work. You can, but it makes you really tired. At least for me. Try not like what I'm doing right now. Don't be going in circles and staring at one object like your TV or your phone because you get so lightheaded and dizzy. It is the most. It hurts your head, and then you got to keep walking. Next thing, wear comfortable footwear. I am wearing, well, I'm wearing shoes right now, comfortable shoes, running shoes to be exact, on a carpet. If you if you're like me and you go on a run, which is totally fine, helps you get a few thousand steps in. Definitely not 10,000 unless you're outside most of the day. Anyway, if you don't, if you're not wearing something comfortable for long-term effects, your legs get more and more miserable every step. Okay? What's next? Food. I just ate anything in front of me. There's just a certain point where your body, for me at least, does not care what proteins, sugars, any carbs. It doesn't care. It wants something. It needs to eat. So eat a big breakfast. Eat a big breakfast. When you're eating, take steps. Standing up, just do it in a standing position in front of the table. You're gonna look weird, but I got through. It's very difficult. It clogs. I don't know. I couldn't breathe at some points. When you're running, I don't know why, but I just had this mentality of the more pain I had, run harder, which don't do because that hurts even more and it's more miserable. So there's that. Every time I got on the treadmill, let me see. I'll head over there just so you guys can see, but I always went I started at 4 speed and I went all the way up to 8. I didn't do 10 because that would hurt. But let me see. Oh, my feet hurt so bad. So I did one of these things. I don't know what that is, meters or miles. Honestly, it's probably something super easy that every human being knows. But I'm not a normal human being, so there's that. What have I been doing to help ease the pain? I've been eating spicy stuff like crazy. I've been physically trying to, not like in a bad way, but minor things. I've been trying to cause little minor injuries to my upper body. Now, I'm not saying I put a pan or burning pot or anything on my chest. I just eat spicy things. I flick myself with a wristband and stuff. I just try to distract myself. I've just been watching some anime on Netflix and Hulu because this is tiring. When you at first, and you're probably going to think the same thing I thought at first. When you take that first step, that first 10,000 steps, you're like, oh, I got this. Because for me, and I'm pretty sure Markiplier, he did it within an hour or two, at least from what I saw. And same for me. You get 10,000 steps, and you're like, hey, I can do this. Just 1 or 2 hours, 10,000 steps. It's 10, 15 hours if you speed it up. No. Unless you're going full 24 hours, which you're probably not going to, or, you know what, let's lower it down, 20 hours, or 18, you are definitely not getting 100,000 steps. I can guarantee it. I'm definitely not getting 100,000 steps. It's 8 o'clock? It's been a straight 10 hours. and I only got halfway and a little bit more. And it's honestly concerning how much my feet hurt. It's a growing pain, and you have to stimulate yourself, because if you don't, you're gonna get so bored so quick. Going around in circles is not the best thing ever. It's it's torture. I kid you not. And when you try to do something like read, like me, like an idiot, and you're walking, it it hurts. It makes you dizzy. When you're recording and like doing stuff like this, I'm starting to get dizzy right now. Well, not that much for some reason. I don't know. But I was texting with some friends, got super dizzy. I've got lightheaded and everything. I was trying to watch some shows earlier. Gets lightheaded easily. It's it's about balancing it and figuring out, don't go around in circles like crazy. You have to alternate your steps a little bit. Like when I was in my room, I didn't go, if I kept going in straight circles, I would have thrown up. I'm not messing with you. So I had to do like a weird circle, square, out, and then circle. It's confusing. But I did some Just Dance. That surprisingly does get a few steps in, but make sure your pockets zip up or something, or just your phone goes pretty far, because it's gonna fall out like crazy. Mine fell out like crazy and it sucked. But hey, I got like 3 superstars on a 2017 game, which is fun. Oh, don't play video games while you're walking. Also very miserable. What else? I don't know. I don't know what else to say. 100,000 steps. You realize how big it is when you've been walking for a straight 10 hours. 10 hours. Like me, and only got halfway. It's it's mentally scarring. And although I've been told today, I've been very, it's one of the most intensely, or most, I don't know, I forgot how they said it. Um, I guess persevered in on a task, like that's what they told me. Um, I feel like I'm just, yeah, it's mentally scarring. And I don't know why I told myself this, but I'm probably going to do it. I want to do it at least once a year, because it, if you think about it, 100,000 steps is more than a week's worth of average steps for the average adult. Okay, I'm male, I believe. I'm not sure about female. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but yeah. Anyway, and that's when they're being moderately like uh productive, I guess. Um, so yeah, basically, I got throughout the day, I've been walking like crazy, and my heartbeat, it's a constant just but. I don't have a Fitbit. I've been using my phone, um, so I can't check my heart rate, but it's probably been an average around 90 to 100 throughout the day. So there's that. Um, Now the benefits. It's not as bad as it seems, actually. You do get a lot done. I'd say I helped out a bit. I've been very productive. You burn off so many calories. I thought that was just a joke. No, you you're an eating machine. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you barely eat. You're gonna become an eating machine. You need something, anything. It doesn't matter. There was a point where I got so hungry, like it didn't matter what I was eating. I was just, eating like crazy. Um, but yeah. Other than that, I've been very productive, and surprisingly, it's pretty fun. Other than the pain in your foot, I've learned a lot of things about myself. I probably missed out a few things in the video. But yeah, I think that's it. There's my mini review on a hundred or attempt on 100,000 step day, I guess. And so, should you do it? Sure. Now, 100,000 steps, maybe if you're athletic. Um, if you're like me and did not prepare for it at all, 50,000, and then you can start working your way up. And once you get 50,000, which, like me, you probably get to later in the day, you can try 70,000, like how I'm doing right now. But you need way longer than 2 days to mentally and physically prepare for 100,000 steps or attempt. So, yes, I do recommend it. A very productive day I've had today. And all in all, it's pretty fun. And yeah, there's my review on the 100,000 steps. I hope you guys enjoyed. And Chris Drime signing out. Peace.